Yeah, it all comes down to like 11. Look, the way I've always, when I was like at the point. Everyone, Brian McDonald here, and we are all the way live from my house, and it is the second night in the row we are doing so. Hello and welcome. I decided to do it again. We had so much fun last night, or I had so much fun doing it last night. And yeah, I decided to come on back. We got another movie to watch tonight. This is the first movie, the 2004 E3 Spectacular. It was a film by Ben Coelho, and that movie, yeah, it was fantastic. And I figured since it was kind of a blueprint in a way for David Chalker to check out and see how E3 was and that all goes. It seemed appropriate that we watch this as well in honor of our good friend David Chalker. If you don't know, this is reason why I'm doing this is because our good friend David Chalker, who is the director of Electric Showdown, he is up for an award over at a place called Decentralized Pictures. And yeah, basically he's got this super dope movie called Truth Against Power. I'll show you something right here. And it is all about Venezuela. He actually filmed it, or I guess, did whatever he was filming, making when he was down in, right after he did Electric Showdown. But yeah, long story short, you want to get over there. You want to try to get yourself logged in, get yourself voted up for the Sidewinder Films. Find this business, crank these sliders up. Go ahead, hit maybe a little texto in there, and then yeah, get that vote in, because we actually helped out quite a bit. So if you watched last night, he basically kind of like went. He was up like 5th place at some point today, he said, and so yeah, so we moved the needle by all means. So yay everybody that voted. If you haven't voted, take the time to do it, because there's only 2 days left, depending on when you're watching this. If you're watching this live, vote now, because that means there's like 2 days left. Tomorrow being the last day. Tomorrow being Super Bowl Sunday. By the way, I don't know if you looked. I did. I wanted to see for funsies what the Madden. I was going to actually do a simulation of the Madden business myself. Then I realized the internet existed, and I thought, you know what, I'll just look. And I went through quite a few of them. And long story short, I was surprised. I was surprised to see that the 49ers, in a lot of the sims, according to Madden, the 49ers are going to come out on top. So if you're a Niners fan, things are looking good. But there was a couple that had the Chiefs pulling through. But yeah, so we'll see how that goes tomorrow. That should be interesting. But the reason why we're here, obviously, is to watch a movie. So we should probably get to movie watching. Let's do that now, shall we? Let's go ahead and so this is the DVD this one comes from. Let's see. I think it's only fair that I. Oh, did I leave that? Oh no, here it is right here. This is the DVD that this one comes from. This is the business we've got right here tonight. If you're joining me on a Saturday night, Super Bowl Eve, Super Bowl 58, it's probably because I don't know, you got nothing better to do or something. Here's this DVD. But either way, I'm glad you're here. And hit me up in the chat. I'll be chatting up people in the chats. If you're in the chats, I'll say hi. But yeah, this is the DVD set that came in. For some reason, it doesn't say Stupid Pants Operation on this thing anywhere on this box. It just calls it the experience, which is, it's kind of lame, right? But whatever. Should we get to watching some E3 action? Oh god, what is happening? Let's go ahead. So this is the DVD menu, right? There's the experience, booth tours, we should check out press conferences, best of. So here we go. Let me go ahead and get our business going. There we go. All right, let's check this out. And I forgot to mention, I don't think I talked about it at all last night, but like all this music is like, well, I think this one has like some Bass Kittens and some Midnight Brown, right? But yeah, like all that music. It's pretty great. This one's 4x3 for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. I don't remember why. if what does XL1s did back then? Is that right? No, I think you could do both, right? I don't remember. It may vary. It is an Ocampo. Brad Shoemaker. Rich Gallup. Well, hard not to. I don't know why. I don't know why that's so hard not to just shout at Grace name on me to see him.
You heard people probably call it the Super Bowl and World Series, slammed together for video games, and it's true. I mean, it's really, it's more of a, it's less of a show now for me. It's more of a, it's probably the hardest thing I do here at GameSpot, and every year I look forward to it and dread it at the same time.
Man,
it's going to be big. It's going to be a really big show this year. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. There's all this handheld stuff. It's like, is Microsoft going to announce their next system? Probably not, but it's possible. Bunch of big sequels. It'll be a pretty big show.
What a difference!
Like on Saturday, and then work pretty much starts immediately, but the show doesn't actually start till Wednesday.
2005, I was way more positive. 2004, I was like super dour.
Just running on guts, I guess, the whole time, and Red Bull, which doubles for guts.
Yeah.
Last year, I pretty much felt like the floor of a taxi cab by the end of the show. I feel as though I will feel much the same this year, but at least I'll be happy with what I did. So that's all that matters. As long as all the content gets up on the site and nothing catches fire, I'm happy.
I'm actually going to set some things on fire.
Well, I mean, nothing important.
Important things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
the Staples Center.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? I think the one thing I said last night that wasn't necessarily true. I forgot. Like, I don't know why. I guess because I saw Alex's truck. But yeah, I forgot. We did rent like expeditions and stuff. Like we rented these. Like I'm pretty sure we're all rented vehicles. I don't know why I thought that last night. Oh, there's Del Taco again.
This tradition, by the way, dates back forever ago.
Really?
Not this particular Del Taco, but Del Taco in general. Me and Jeff, when we used to go stay at this beach house in Venice Beach, like Taco, but Del Taco in general. Me and Jeff, when we used to go.
True story.
Del Taco, we would go
That beach house, by the way,
awesome.
that beach house was awesome. They had like this giant, it belonged to some like bodybuilder and his wife or something. Like I don't know how Glenn knew that person, but like had this incredible walk-in shower that was like, I mean, it was huge. Like had the water that came down like rain. It was awesome.
You can get a quesadilla. You get kind of the whole standard Taco Bell menu, but then they also have this whole kind of shoddily put together hamburger menu too. So you can get not so good French fries and kind of a dry hamburger, but it's there for you. And then they have all kinds of other wild, crazy stuff like dulce de leche shakes and all kinds of other buck wild stuff that you don't find other places.
Oh man, the loading dock. Loading dock was almost always like a nightmare because like we didn't really have permission, I don't think, to use the loading dock. Really, we would just drive up there and like whatever, like we just start unloading, right? And so yeah, there was some. We'd figure it out.
we think even to those people who don't really know what E3 is, I mean, we have a pretty broad audience. People, come to the site once every couple of months or something. They don't really know what E3, much less, they don't really know what E3 is, much less, what it stands for. But when they come to the site during this period, they're going to see a ridiculous ton of new stuff about a lot of games that they're either excited about already or are going to be excited about after looking at our coverage. So for us, it's a time to do what we do best, and that's report on games quickly and thoroughly, basically try to cover the show like a blanket.
Hey, you know what? The location was a genius move. We pulled off an incredible one. Staging, the trust, the way everything's going to be laid out. Yeah, this thing had an engine, it would totally take off. Yeah. What's that in your hand?
Camera. Put it on the dome up there.
All right, I was pretty excited about this. So check this out. So we actually had it on the website.
That is sweet.
So people could actually control the camera. Like you could totally, spin around, pan, tilt, zoom.
That's sweet, dude.
And so there was a place, like I don't remember how we had it surfaced on the website, but like there was a place you could go to, and during that E3 you could move that camera around. People thought it was
and you jump in.
rad, but obviously, people do.
All hell breaks loose.
Thing is, you can prepare all you
Stuff
want,
with
but
it,
I mean, there's always going to be random crap you didn't account for.
That's the thing. You just have to wing it. So
that's cool. Prepare. Everything explodes. You just go from there. That's pretty much the long and the short of it.
Yeah. E3 is definitely a seat of the pants operation.
Did you say a stupid pants
It's
operation?
Seat of the pants.
Oh.
Like do the thing.
And so tomorrow morning, the big show, though, tomorrow morning's all about
That was
press
where the
conferences.
name came from.
And,
Obviously.
we'll see how that goes. That's going to be that. I mean, tomorrow, in all honesty, in a lot of ways, is the biggest day for me personally, I think. Not really, but
Man, I was just
I say that now because tomorrow comes before the other days.
I was sweating to hear it all. This music, by the way, is just some like there was like I remember we had like some random music tracks that we had bought or something, and I think that's what this is. Oh yeah, that was like the Muhammad Ali year. Yeah, that's awesome. I was pretty excited about that. Sony stuff was always like first class. Like it was like they knew what they were doing. Like they had PR and event people. Yeah, I mean, that year they were like, nope, can't do it this year. Remember, you're on the list. You're on the list. You're not on the list. You're not. Nintendo, if I remember right, yeah, that's right. Nintendo was actually the first company that we actually ever did a live stream from E3 for a press conference of. Because I remember we went and it was like, I remember just thinking like, man, this thing's awesome. Like, I would love to be able to show like the world this thing. And so I remember talking to Nintendo, it was like early, people like live stream a video, what? And so, somehow we convinced Nintendo to let us do that. And it was like the dopest thing ever, obviously. And this is right. This is Miyamoto jumping out there with the sword.
Hey, where you at? Turn around, walk back to Highland. We're sitting at the corner of Hollywood and Highland. We'll pick you up. We're heading to the booth.
There he's right there. I see him.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. Run over here, get the car. Yo! Western.
Lord! Whew!
So you have DS tape?
I have DS tape. I have asset disc.
Yeah, I've got the asset disc with the B-roll DVD. Is that what you have?
I have everything that you are showing. Yes.
It's all these terms, by the way. Asset, B-roll,
I have my own
all
tape.
that stuff.
Basically, what I'm doing is Alex just ran in here with the
Because of the internet, right? Now that we have the internet, none of that probably exists, right? Because or maybe some of it does, but
in the system, so we're ready to go as soon as the embargo is lifted.
Essentially, the press embargoes are the way in which game publishers get the press to help them break their big announcements. And it's something that we, for the most part, are more than happy to do because we want early and ideally exclusive access to announcements on new games. But in exchange for that, publishers aren't going to let us just run that content as soon as we hear about it. So they make us sign non-disclosure agreements, and then they hold us to specific dates. Usually on the first day of the show is when we can unveil these sorts of announcements.
So basically, it kind of runs like a well-oiled machine in that I get the data entered, they enter the screenshots, and GameSpot Live enters all the movies, and then at the exact moment we can enter them, they're up and ready for people to download them.
And now I'm going to give this a try.
see how big that laptop was? It was super thick. What is Jeff going to eat here? This looks like some.
Yeah. This is already a bad idea. All right. There's tomatoes in this. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the cool thing about this movie is that
I'm sorry. You know what? I like sports more than anything. Pretty much everybody in this car. I don't get the whole excitement of going to a basketball game. So look at all these people. They dress up and everything. What's that all about?
yeah.
I got it. Who need electric shirts today? I got the
The weird thing is like, yeah, I just don't understand. What's that? I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna tell you something.
watch. Who need electric watch?
I drilled myself with my basketball. Oh, the parties thing. Oh yeah, that's the cool thing about the two movies is like they actually cover like slightly different pieces or different aspects of E3. So between the two of them, you kind of get like a complete package of it, right? Because like this has this, and then I think this has the GameSpot party in it too, right? Yeah, I remember like being like bittersweet about this because it was super dope that we were at this Mortal Kombat Deception party or whatever, and like the game was there and I got to play it a little bit. Like Jeff was playing it, but I had to hook up and get video or whatever, and it was like the way they had it. It was like at the top of the. If I remember right, it was at the top of the. There was a place in LA, this rooftop bar on top of a hotel. What was it called? The Standard, I think. Yeah, it's called the Standard. And I think that's where we had our party too. Yeah, right here. Check it out.
That's kind of bunk sometimes. Crawling around on my knees, hooking up these video cables. It's kind of rough though, working like 24/7 basically for not only the week that we're down here, but also like the week leading up to it.
I was just dogging it that year, apparently.
Get everything ready. But
I don't have hands.
Small sacrifice to pay really to be in the game industry. I mean, look at what we're doing. It's like, oh, worst it gets something. I guess it did. I'm crawling around on my knees, plugging video cables in. It's not like I'm digging ditches or working at a coal mine.
Not digging ditches, that's for sure.
What do you think of the parties?
When I was,
the voice
when I
of
was
Ben
younger,
Quilla.
they used to seem like really big and cool and exciting. It seemed like you were living like the fast, cool, lifestyle, bright lights, big city and all that kind of thing. But now it's just like, And I think it is because I see, this whole week and everything surrounding it as pretty much just a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job, So it's like, that makes it a little easier to kind of think of it in terms like that, because then it's just like, they're just, while other people get to go having fun, my job is to go and get footage like we did. Mortal Kombat, we're going to have the first direct feed of that game, more of it than anybody, PS2 and Xbox. So, I think the parties are kind of cool. I just like them because they give us an opportunity to do stuff like that. And it's neat, it's neat to see the setups they do, like that big cool Mortal Kombat Dragon, logo on the wall. That was pretty. And we're fucking hella lost. It's like, I don't know how the fuck we ended up over here, but we are lost. So
yeah, we did get lost. We were
The other part
middle
that
of nowhere,
seems
LA.
to have proven to be a big challenge this year is just keeping our site up and running well amidst the influx of traffic that this show naturally brings. Our site gets hit really hard. About twice as many people come to visit GameSpot during E3 as on the average day. And sure enough, once again this year, despite the best of our preparations, the site just ran really slow, and certain technical procedures under the hood didn't happen smoothly. So that's certainly very frustrating for a user of ours who's just trying to get to this new preview of the game he's super excited about.
So now that they're starting to turn on the lights and everything, it's starting to become a little bit more real. Get the music going. Not just a bunch of crates sitting around anymore. Now it's actually looking and sounding more like E3 does. And then it's like Wednesday morning now when they flip that switch, all the music comes up and all the lights come on and all the games start showing. It's just like a cacophony of just madness.
This is when we had this weird, awkward, that's probably what it was.
It allows you to kill people in the face.
God of Thunder, baby.
God of Thunder. I could kill people in the face. It allows you to kill people in the face.
God of Thunder, baby.
God of Thunder. I could kill people in the face. So
I must have just been worried about the whole thing because, you'll see, man, what a difference. I don't even understand how this is. This is really only 1 year. Is that true? It's it says it's 2004, right? It's 2004. Oh, I love this. We gotta listen to this. I always love that song, really. That was the song. I used it with this, was it Yoshinori? Or, there's this thing we did. there was a couple things about the sequence that VST's been about. Because like the number of times we used that one young lady, we're like, hey, she says this a whole lot, right? And then there was a couple things about the sequence that VST's been about. Because like the number of times we used that one young lady, we're like, hey, she says this a whole lot, right? And then there was a couple things about this. Jim Murray with Orson on the scene. Oh, I saw Chip Sarin over there too.
Creeping up on me like that. So I was at the Sega conference, and it was about 5 minutes long, and there was this they called the Sega tongue, but unfortunately the bomb's already been dropped. We knew it was the Matrix Online, and they showed off some pretty cool fight demos and stuff, and some pretty cool moves and stuff. But all in all, it was kind of a non-event, unfortunately, because everyone was thought some crazy conferences, but still, Matrix Online. The demo starts June 1st, so we'll see more then. This is what you do after you go to the event. You go back and you write it up real quick. Generally, the publishing cycle's about it can be as short as 20 minutes, it can be as long as an hour and a half. Now, if you excuse me, I got a story to write.
What's up? 3 actually. I had them pretty much all in succession first thing this morning, but I haven't really needed them since then. I've been doing pretty good. Things were a little bit hectic this morning. Stuff was a little bit bumpy, but everything's smoothed out now and it's running great. So I'm flying high just off of the joy that is E3. Yeah.
There's always stuff that is unveiled at E3 that makes me go, oh my God, I'm so glad I'm in this industry and that I get this kind of privileged access to see this before anyone else does. Even if the game goes on to, get delayed a bunch of times and not come out for another 3 years, there's a lot to be said just for seeing it for the first time like that, even if you don't have anything to take away from it. It's just an exciting event that way.
It's true.
Let's do this.
Well, I just checked in for my appointment. I'm going to go look at Killzone, probably in one of these back rooms where it's a little quieter, it's easier to talk to people, and there's not all this, all these crowds elbowing you and stuff like that. So hopefully it'll get us a better look at the game. Everybody wants to follow me.
This handsome gentleman, this blonde dude, his name's Ryan Boland. You'll see him. Well, maybe you won't.
We've been very much inspired by the various theatres of conflict of the 20th century, and that is very, very evident in the game itself.
What multiplayer modes do you have?
I'm not really going to say a huge amount about the game types of multiplayer. There's a secondary.
Oh, DVD. Go, DVD, go. Live, folks.
Here, is there like a grain filter you put on?
Yeah, that's Village. I like it though.
So is that in all the levels? Are you going to look like that, or different areas?
We try to get very kind of cinematic look to the game. So for certain levels, we try to pick a certain ballet and also kind of contrast and color saturation factors. So you kind of get it to look more like a movie than kind of oversaturated candy color world.
If you want to take a little quick break, just for a couple minutes, we have a drink, soda.
These are
Actually, ice cream sundaes.
I think it's ice cream time.
Get your ice cream and get your ice cream. Yeah, because that actually probably was pretty awesome because
It's pretty hot in here, so
Yeah.
having something cold is pretty nice.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like it gets real hot down there. Oh, did you see that car? Yeah, it's the GameSpot Scion.
Dinner and lunch and breakfast. Actually, it's not breakfast. Yeah, I had something this morning. Now that the show's open, it's just go out there, look at games, write about games, and it's much more straightforward. And we got a lot of the big games out of the way today, and tomorrow we'll get the other big games out of the way, and then Friday it's just kind of mopping up some of the smaller stuff that's still very interesting, but maybe not as kind of hotly anticipated and isn't seen as a priority to as many of our users. So
the one thing we obviously fixed from this year to the next year, obviously, is if you remember to the 2005, they were bringing food to us at the booth. So I think we definitely got, if we were smart, you got breakfast either there or on the way at the hotel or on the way to the show. And then if you, this GameSpot pretty dope. And then I think we had lunch, dinner at the. But that was 2005, so. Sorry, we had the Ducks. All right, so super funny story about this. All right, so obviously there's like some context here, right? Or to give you some context here, you can see the juxtaposition of us working at the booth, and there's this party going on, right? So it's kind of funny because it's a GameSpot party, but GameSpot's not really there. So, Dave's saying, wait, hold on.
We have an internet outage, which oddly enough happened around the exact same time last year. And it was because last year, the reason why, because it turns out that they turn off the internet in the building at a certain time. So, we had no idea this time. So, because last time what happened, we had our own party the same night, and we came back when that was down, and they said, oh, it was down because, we turn off at a certain time. And this year we're actually here. So, we don't know. It's hard to tell. We're trying to figure it out. We're making contacts. You calling Joe Russell?
Yeah.
So I think this is the outside.
Okay. Thank you. Alan.
Yeah. Not for now. Party.
So the funny thing is, I think the funny thing we used to complain about not going to the party, and then they started like making us go to the party. They were like, "All right, like you guys have to come to the party," and then we obviously hated going to the party. Oh, it's kind of funny. This is some beautiful shots, right? Oh. This is the walk between the West Hall and South Hall. It was like 11. Was it an 11-minute walk? Is that what it was? I can't remember. That seems like no. It wasn't 11 minutes.
Can I go in now? No, we gotta clear it out. All right. Yeah. Right by the exit. Cool. Thank you.
Ooh, I think this is a half-life there.
Take that over there.
If I remember right, it was kind of a big deal that we were going to get to film this, or maybe not. I can't remember.
So wake up, Mr. Freeman. Wake up and smell the ashes.
That's right. The Ootsies. Live demos.
Or are we just sitting at a black screen?
Nice.
Man, they used to, yeah, that was the thing. Well, I mean, I guess it still happens.
In line.
Now they just make a video of it.
It's all I have. Okay, we're gonna have to wait just a second. Anybody have any questions while we're waiting for somebody who knows how to get the hard drive working again?
Gabe Newell. Oh, that was my DVD. Speaking of live demos, I think my DVD is borking up. Come on, little DVD. You can do it. I got faith. I got faith in you, little DVD.
Dude, I was so worried. Battery was gonna die because it kept screwing up like that. I felt really sorry for him, but at the same time, my battery started only half full, half empty, depending on how you look at things. You know, he started talking after as I figured it was over. You know, he's gonna do a little discussion. So I zoomed the camera on him, my balance, refocus, everything, re-expose. And then he's like, oh wait, I have another movie to show you. And I was like, maybe the battery will hold. I'll ride it out. Okay, sure, fine. And it was just about to die. And then I crashed on him again, which is unfortunate. I feel really bad for him because I think that game's gonna be awesome. But yeah, if that hadn't crashed, I don't think I would have gotten the second movie. So karma for somebody.
Yeah, people are freaking out.
Actually, one of the best trends I've noticed at E3 over the years is that the quantity of booth babes, as they're called, has diminished. A lot of companies in the past used to just hire, like, I guess, just kind of washed up Hollywood models or wannabe actresses or something like that to just stand around in skimpy outfits and, like, demo the games. I never enjoyed that aspect of the show myself. I would like for this industry to be respectable, and I don't think, you know, scantily clad women hawking video games that they know nothing about, you know, with kind of frowns on their faces is a very kind of respectable image. So I'm glad to see companies focusing on the content and making the games sell themselves as opposed to just trying to have a woman in a bikini do the job for them. And you know, it seems to be the sign of this industry maturing in some way, though granted a lot of companies still do rely on that kind of titillation aspect to get people to pay attention. And in a lot of respects, that still works for a lot of people.
What's that? boot babe thing just must have been like some kind of like car convention holdover or something. You know what I mean? Like somehow that was just like a thing, and they're like, oh yeah, you want a booth? Then here's your booth babe company.
Okay, all right. Now, say the date again. September 17th. Got it. Okay, understood. Thank you. We actually just got a phone call from a source of mine, one of our reporters in the field found out from any sort of his, basically that the Sims 2 is coming out September 17th. So this is the nature of breaking news. We get a tip, and now I've got to scramble to write it up for the other guy does. So and I've got to kind of background research and stuff, but it's like that here. It's just basically anything can break at any time, and you just always have to be ready and stuff. So got to come correct.
Breaking stories quickly is an important aspect of what we do. It's a very important aspect, and the only thing more important than that to us is the accuracy of our coverage.
That's kind of the nature of web publishing. You know, you always get a story up like, oh wait a minute, we can add this, we can add that. So it's a lot more flexible than print. You know, it's also a lot more hectic because you're expected to basically to update it all the time, do it as accurate as possible. So yeah, it's going through now. The club tools are humming along pretty good, and it should be on the web, and it should be on the web and on the news hub. It's already on the site, but it'll be on the news hub in about 2-3 minutes. So anatomy of a news story, there you go. And if you stick around like that, you have anatomy of a nervous breakdown.
Breaking stories is very important to us in terms of perception, and also just because we're very excited about this stuff. We're pretty hardcore around here. We're up late, covering this stuff and keeping up on this stuff. We want to let our readers in on these secrets as soon as we can, and on new scoops and stuff, because a lot of our users are just really demanding as well. They're reading our site at all hours. They will absorb our content no matter when we put it up. So it's not some kind of 9-to-5 thing at all. I mean, it used to be way back in the day, but now the expectation is for us to be publishing stuff around the clock, and indeed, not a day goes by when we don't update our pages.
Hey Lauren, what's going on? I'm over at the EA booth. And when you think of
What's
EA,
up?
you think of one
One
thing
channel of
first,
audio.
and that's the sports games. I'm looking over my shoulder, I'm seeing FIFA football, not soccer anymore. Tiger Woods, March Madness, NHL,
I will
NCAA,
remind you while we're here tonight, speaking of
of course, the biggest of them all,
breaking stories.
Madden. Will the Patriots finally
We
be
hit
a
this-
good team in a Madden game?
So yeah, so if you're joining me still on was it Super Bowl 58 Eve, thank you so much, appreciate it. We're here and we are checking out Stupid Pants Operation. It was a film that Benny Coelho did for 2004 E3. And if you joined me last night, we were watching Electric Showdown. That was the 2005 E3 film done by David Chalker, who is up for a Signed to Wire Film Award over at Decentralized Pictures. And if you head over there, you can get yourself logged in, find yourself over to the Sidewinder Award, and then scroll down to Truth Against Power. Get yourself some sliders up, get them all the way cranked up to 10. Write a little note about how excited you are to see about Truth Against Power. It's a film that is basically about the fall of democracy in Venezuela. Like David Chalker went to go film it right after he actually did Electric Showdown. So yeah, we're trying to help him out, trying to see if we can get him to win. If you're wondering why I'm personally so into the idea of getting him to win, it's because a couple things. One, David Chalker's awesome, and I really enjoy Electric Showdown, and so anything I do to help that dude out, obviously I'm going to do. But besides that, we'd helped Steve Beacham. He was up for a Webby Award, I think it was last year, and so we put the word out, and like basically everybody came up and showed up and voted, and Steve Beacham came away with the win. So I thought, like, oh, we're gonna do this here. So here we are, 2 days away from David Chalker's contest running out, and he's still in contention. And so, like, for me, it's like my competitive side kicked in, and I'm like, we got to do this, right? Like, I'll live stream, I'll do whatever. So, and he's got some like other influencers, I guess, pushing it. So, and there's all kinds of fun stuff that, like, here's a clip from Hypocrite. This was a movie that he did. It was a short film, actually. And we'll go back to our E3 movie here in a second. But yeah, check this out for a second. Hypocrite, he won some awards for this because he built this really cool like camera. I mean, it was really cool. Well, you'll see it here in a second. I'll show this clip. How about this?
I hate you for buying into my myths, my products. All you know how to do is consume and be entertained. You think you have freedom of choice? You think you live in a democracy? But I reach inside you and I show you how to feel. I define your reality.
But yeah, so there's Hypocrite. Look at it. Obviously awesome. You can search for David Chalker and Hypocrite. You will find that. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun and short. But yeah, it's good business. But yeah, so if you can get over to the Decentralized Pictures and give our boy David Chalker some vote and love, that'd be fantastic. Let's get over to our movie, shall we? Let me get back to that. Where did I put that? I think I put it over here. One moment, please. Oh yeah, there we go. We're with Rich.
They better be. Hey, where's Ryan?
Hey, what's up, Lloyd? Yeah, I think Rich is over there in the sports area. I'm over here at the Burnout 3 little kiosk, and you can see they got a pretty big deal over here. A lot of people have been lining up since I've been over here waiting to do this, and this game looks awesome.
More checking the
I don't know how much direct feed we have up on the side already, but yeah, we got to get some more because this game is. I gotta get over there and play it.
How should I look? Should I look like relieved, or what emotion do you want?
Fine.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's what we do,
At this time of the day, I mean, you really can't feel this on the camera, but it is really hot in that room, and we've been drinking nothing but bottled water all day, and it's like athletes when you're sweating, water just doesn't hydrate you enough. Yesterday I was drinking like bottle after bottle of water, and I was
sorry, I hit the wrong button.
still parched. It was like
Still
this
live.
really deep thirst.
I was about to look at
and
the
I
chat,
would kill
actually,
for some
see if there's
Gatorade.
anybody
There's
saying
only
anything.
like
Let's
one
see.
vending machine in this entire place, and it's down here. But it's kind of cool. You see the people cleaning up around here, and it's quiet. It's a big change from the 60,000 people walking around.
How much was it? 250?
I think it's jammed.
Oh no! Sold out.
Oh, thank God.
You pressed the wrong button, dude.
You know, they weren't sold out last night.
Oh, it's going by my change in nickels?
I remember for some reason, I don't know how they convinced me, but I remember thinking when Ben Coelho showed us a cut of this or something, like I was like, oh, like I didn't understand why this whole long sequence of Jason O'Campbell's struggles with the vending machine was going to be in the movie, but it ended up in the movie. I don't know if it was a Mortal Kombat stage show or a fake Mortal Kombat stage show.
I am so chuffed that today is the last day of the show. I will tell you that much. I really think that the nice, fresh, not rancid sandwiches that we have in the booth right now add character and flavor. Though we are already a bunch of characters in this place. Oh, God.
It was a sandwich, I think.
I mean, today is short. The show closes at 4, and when they close at 4, they close at 4.
Come over here and just play right away. You don't even have to wait in line. Monica Seabrook is going to sing the Pokemon song for us right on up. Come on up here. Turn around. This is your moment of shining American Idol glory. I want to be the best. No one ever was. Catch them is test to train them is like us. Pokemon. That was great. I'm impressed. She hasn't even had coffee.
Said Kinja Hall. So yeah, this is where I imagine like the cheaper booths were, right? Like this is where like people that these people would go to, right? Media Create. It's funny though, like we used to do like Kinja Hall tours, and like every once in a while you find some kind of gems in there. Like some weird peripheral, or yeah, look at it, like this girl's doing the Connect before it ever was a thing, right? That's the other thing that I forgot last night. My timeline, I think, was a little off when I was thinking about stuff because, like, after the 2004 was here, 2005. Oh, that's Space War. 2005 was the one we watched yesterday, right? And then the 2006 happened, and then 2007. Well, did 2006 actually happen? Maybe it didn't, because then 2007 was the Media and Business Summit, right? That was the one that we did on the beach. We had to make our own E3. That was like that super rad. I mean, everybody's wiped out.
Right now, I'm thinking I got to get up as much stuff as I possibly can before 4 p.m. Just to like put the knife in and twist it. Around just right at 4 p.m., everything turns off at E3. They start turning off lights. Everyone leaves. Internet goes down, and when the internet goes down, there's not much else we can do. So we got to hurry. We got to cook and get as much stuff as we can possibly go. So just kind of cranking on it right now.
And thanks a lot. You guys keep checking everything out. They're going to cut our power off, so we're going to go. See you next year.
I don't know why they did the wristbands. I always hated the wristbands. I think other people like the wristbands, but I was always against the wristbands. We were always excited to give everything we possibly could away at the end, so that way we didn't have to pack it up and take it home.
We found these sunglasses on the floor in the lobby last night. And then Ryan threw them onto the street. And then I picked them up. And now here they are. They're pretty terrible sunglasses. I think that's why I like them. I think I'm going to throw them out the window while we're driving back to the hotel.
See, actually, I think one of the most amazing parts of E3 is how quickly it all goes away. If you just look around, see all this crap. I mean, it's only been, an hour since they closed, and it's already, half of it's dead. In another hour, like, you wouldn't even know anything was here. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so ready to go home. It's not even funny. I loved covering the show. It was fun. It was intense, but I want bed that is mine for 48 hours straight.
I love the sequence here. those Alienwares in my basement. It's the heaviest computer ever. At E3 in 2004, GameSpot published over 12,000 screenshots, 1,300 movies, 1,000 previews covering over 600 games. This enormous amount of content was seen by roughly 2.9 million unique viewers. It was produced by fewer than 40 dedicated professionals at GameSpot. How about that, huh? Way to go, Betty Puello. He's got this cool ending shot, if I remember right here. Yep. I always thought this was one of the best sign-off shots. Good business. Good business. Look at what we got. Should we check out anything else, or should we go? Because it's late, right? It's late, and we got a Super Bowl to watch tomorrow. So should we check out? Come on. How many the booth tours there are? Let's check out what's. Oh, this is the credits. So I clicked on the credits. I wasn't sure if they were clickable, but GameSpot Live, Craig Beers, Frank Willow, you could read, right? That's me, Homer, Dave, Tim Chase Tower, GameSpot Editorial, Jeff, Bob Ryan, Legal Counsel, Joshua, Marketing Design, Kate Bush, Melissa Hutton, Amy Lau, Bill Skillman, Renee Colorado. All fantastic people. Jeannie Wong, Scott Campbell, Chris Merritt, Molly Smith. Molly Smith, I saw she liked my post from yesterday. So thank you, Molly Smith. Molly Smith is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Next comment is David Chu. I think Molly Smith Lawson now. Is that right? Sorry. Kurzman, Dave, Oswego. What is that? Oh, DVD authoring. Dave Toole. They were. Basically, Brown DVD encoding software cannabis program. Oh, that's the. That was the GameSpot Live song. There was this woman's voice at the end of. I think it was the original song, and she was like, "That's my jam." I can't remember. She said something, but yeah, I should know about that. Here's the booth tours, by the way. There's quite a few. Look at that. Look at all these. The Electronic Arts, Jam Jam Mobile, Konami, Microsoft, Midway, Namco, Nintendo, Nokia. It's got to be like the N-Gage or something, right? Some of these got to be huge because they got a big booth like every year. Let's see what the N-Gage look like, because that's got to be like 2 seconds long, right? Yep. N-Gage. Put your N-Gage on. Man, they spent a ton of money on that thing. That's the other reason people don't realize E3 stopped happening was because it just costed so much money. Like for the big booths, like for like Microsoft, maybe we should look at Microsoft. For like the big booths like Microsoft and Nintendo and Sony, it's like those booths were like $1 million booths or something crazy. Like they were like, and then not only that, it was like the booths would cost $1 million or something, but then just to store them, they would like store them in some place near LA or something. Like the storage was just like super ridiculously expensive too. So, and then not only that, but like for like the development schedule, like the developers would have to like build like E3 builds into their like development schedule, and that was like a pain. So there's just so many different ways that like it was. Oh man, the Chronicles of Riddick, that game was great. Fight Club, I think we were excited about, and then it was terrible, or maybe it wasn't terrible. It was not so great. Maybe it was terrible. Predator, there's always like. At any point in time, there's always going to be a great Predator game like right around the corner. You can always, I think right now there's a VR Predator game that is supposedly coming. It's going to be great. Let's see what else we got. We should look at Microsoft. Because think about this. This is what 2004. Or maybe we should look at Sony. Yeah, let's look at Sony.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and we're here at the Sony Computer Entertainment booth at E3 2004. And behind me is our new PSP, the PlayStation Portable. It's our entry into the portable gaming market. And essentially, it's focused on entertainment on the core, focused on games, music, movies, and more, all in one device. So here we are in the PlayStation Portable booth that we've set up here at E3. And what this is demonstrating is
so
different
fantastic
entertainment options you have, from movies, music, games, and more. You'll see, from a marketing perspective, again, how the UMD discs, how they'll look, compared to, our general PlayStation disc. There's a sketch to your right, just showing you sort of the architecture layout, all the different, the buttons mean, what function they serve. Then, sample packaging for the PSP. Again, and everybody's waiting to say, when will we have actual playable?
So they're talking right now, right? They're talking about a new PSP2 or something, right? Is that's what the latest news is? So yeah, I'm all for it. Whatever.
We're giving you some teaser, and I look for more information come this September in Tokyo. This is just all this tease. Nothing has been announced. So this could all change too. And the PSP doubles up as a music player as well. So right now, this is just showing a movie. He's not interacting with
like back before having screens in your car was fashionable, I'd made it so my PSP was like mounted in my dash on my car. Yeah, it was great.
Even though it's that small, the screen is so clear. And there you have it for the PlayStation Portable. Entertainment on the go, coming soon. Here at Sony at E3, this is an exciting time of the year for us. It sets the tone for the year to come for all our fans and the show attendees. This year, we're really focusing on the new dimensions of the PlayStation business. We have online gaming that's continuing to prosper. There's nearly 3 million users now. 70% of the first.
I gotta skip through this because I think Ryan goes for a bit. Let's see here. Killzone. Ryan was a trooper, man. Like he would do this for this. Like yeah. Gran Turismo 4. Look at that. That's wild.
With X to provide you with the ultimate. There's iToy functionality that can actually put you into the game.
iToy functionality. Siren.
So here we're looking at the iToy area. That's the genre.
iToy business.
The ATV offers up to 6.
Some Snake Eater. Time Splitters. Battlefront. Man, there's a lot of good games over there. Yeah, we gotta keep for. This is the. Let me back up. I think I clicked. The next or something because I think it jumped chapters. Man, EA's booth was always big. Or I guess this is like. Well, EA's booth, you saw it over there, right? So yeah, so let's see here. This is gonna be. Let's do what we just saw a preview of, anyways, because I clicked ahead. Right, it's this Microsoft business. This is probably look at that. This thing's like 3 minutes long or something, right? Like, I mean, which is kind of crazy because this is like Xbox, like the first one. And like, so if we saw 2005 when they were already talking about the 360, right? Think about it. This is, if not their strongest Xbox year, the second strongest Xbox year. And what do they got out there? They got apparently 3 minutes worth of, like the Sony boot tour was like forever. Let's see what they got. Should we scrub through this? Let's scrub. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of people there. A lot of people are pretty excited about the Xbox there. Let me turn it up. The music sounds dope. Fable. Man, that original Xbox, barren, huh? It's the Xbox Live, though, that's for sure. Lots of long shots of logos and booth areas. Not a whole lot of individual games. I mean, it goes to show how far they've come, right? But yeah, I think with this one we're gonna probably wrap it up because it's already like late. It's late. We got a Super Bowl to watch tomorrow. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it, and especially if you were heading over. And like Xbox logo after Xbox logo. Oh man, that's that. That is the whole business there. But yeah, so that is gonna do us for our 2004. GameSpot to Go E3 2004 DVD set. Thank you so much. That Stupid Pants operation and all that jazz. But don't forget, help out our boy David Chalker, looking to win an award over at Decentralized Pictures. If you can make your way over that way, that'd be fantastic. It looks like this. Get over there and get your vote in there. If you register, it's free, obviously. You get in there. Find this Sidewinder Film Completion Funds Award. Click on that business. Scroll on down to Truth Against Power. Sliders up. Write a little bit of a review if you can about how you're looking for. There's a trailer that you watch the trailer, and then yeah, that is the business that you want to do there. But thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and hope you're all safe out there. Be safe. And yeah, until next time, thank you again. Bye.